Halitosis. Would it be alright if I sat at table 2 instead of 4? I have a pre-glaucoma condition and the light's kind of bothering my eyes. Out of time. If we find McDermott now, we have a chance to save Declan. You can't just change the rules, sir. The high from drawing blood, which he views as power and control over his life. Put uniforms outside the hospital just in case Jimmy goes back to see his son. Well, if he got his trainer out of the picture and he needs to see more blood, he might try that tonight. It's just about the most violent sport there is. Not really. And afterwards, something changed. You know what I think, Harvey? I think killing Robbie Shaw was your idea. You're dominant, which means that you most likely made the plans. Did you hide the body? And then they feel remorse. For some, that remorse turns into the desire to do it again. I talked to the ME. It turns out Sam was hit with a pipe about 10 times. Bruce was beaten over 30. Second victim indicates that he started to enjoy it. The primal rage could be about the blood itself. If he's enjoying the killing, then he's getting aroused by it and developing a kind of bloodlust. This killing could result in fatigue, increase in appetite, disorientation. What happens after you kill? Neurons are stimulated, which causes you to start seeing things. What else is he hiding? That could be damage done inside an industrial-sized dryer. Wait, where's Mr. Shelton's phone? Salute extorted $25,000 from Natalie Holloway's mother in exchange for information. Means this letter was obviously hand-delivered. Such a high-traffic area, the parking lot was right next to a strip mall. Act's expression of emotional attachment. Must mean something to the both of them. He had Hope captive for 7 years. She's completely compliant by now. He might have abducted Monica as a reward for good behavior. Factoring in Monica's abduction site and her apartment, I would assume the unsub lives somewhere within this area. Possible the unsub didn't sexually assault Hope initially, but waited until she was older. Hey, clearly the location. Easy. Look for grave robberies in Tornado Alley over the last 5 years. It's the final piece to his puzzle. It's Frankenstein. Thinking, the vast majority of unsubs with this type of MO aren't driven by the killing. They're merely fascinated by the body parts. I'm rambling, aren't I? I should probably get to the point. I think I know how this unsub may have gotten started. All right, the first victim was found missing his right leg, the second both arms, and the third had no torso. So that leaves the left leg and the head unaccounted for. We can assume the head would be the most difficult piece to find. In many cases, they exhume bodies for parts before they start killing. I didn't know you were a bad flyer. What we really need to worry about are microbursts. Was there any sign of sexual assault? But why the souvenir? What or who exactly is he trying to remember? But I think that this unsub is loyal to the whole of these parts. If you were to take the missing pieces from all the victims so far, you could almost assemble an entire body. The Rory connection remains intact, so that if they were to hear a loved one speak and not see them, they'd think that they were real. The rest have an organic cause, such as tumor or head trauma. By the time Nikola Tesla was 30, he already invented the induction motor. It's not true. Are you trying reverse psychology with me? What are you doing? Well, if this were highly premeditated, he would have brought enough ammunition to kill everyone. Killed the rest of them because they were witnesses. If this is about one client, he could be after specific company information. That's highly unusual. Pretty hard to do for the typical workplace killer who's mentally ill or outraged about some perceived injustice. Suicide, often by cop, is usually part of the plan. We'll see. Can't. I didn't come to your house crying for 10 weeks. The unsub is disfigured himself. Blinding the victims leaves them helpless, lost. Torture was used to prevent someone from revealing a secret. Remakes them to fit his fantasy. Why aren't we in there? How long is she gonna be in there? Must be the nanny. One could have cut the camera while the other started in here. Still think Doyle's behind this? We buried her. Is there a man living at the house? Trafficking, manufacturing, possession, weapons? Should be mundane, they survive under the radar. Yeah. Declan's disappeared. Guys.
Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like, and comments for updates.